All right. Happy Team Call Tuesday. Welcome to the Team Elevate Team Call. It's always how I start it. I'm so excited that we are here. So many exciting things going on in November, and we are already freaking crushing our month. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out the leaderboard today, but we are doing big things, and I feel like it's just really good energy coming off of Super Saturday weekend and like reigniting our flame. I feel like one of my coaches today said, like, does anybody feel like they're, I forget the word she said, but, you know, we feel like disconnected when we're away from each other, and then coming off of the high of Super Saturday, we're not together anymore. It's like, okay, we're just hustling, looking forward to the next thing. So I hope you guys are looking forward to what's coming. If you are somebody who was not at Super Saturday and you had major FOMO, my biggest piece of advice for you is to get the date on the calendar of when your next Super Saturday is based on your local area. I think it's like the second week in January, second or third week in January. Get that date on the calendar and freaking commit to it. I think, you know, it's a really, you know, entrepreneurial like attribute for me to look at a leader who really wants massive things in their businesses and for them to take off of work that day or not make plans that day or make that their only thing they have to do that weekend because it will grow their business. So Super Saturdays are freaking huge. With that being said, let's talk about all of the freaking momentum we have since Super Saturday. Okay, so our November leaderboard, we've already changed 61 lives, and this is as of just Monday. So this is as of three days we've done this. Our beautiful coach of the week this week is Olivia Taylor, who has come back stronger than ever. She's already on the leaderboard, almost hit Success Club already this month in 4 days, and she showed up at Super Saturday with just a smile on her face, and she's just always this ray of light, and then she comes home from Super Saturday and she just like pours into everybody else, and so she was an obvious one to me this week. Already leading the board with Success Club 4, we have Haley Love, Olivia Brackett, Chelsea Yoder, Reagan Davis, Sydney Thompson, who's about to have a baby, and she's already a Success Club 4, which is so cool. Cassie Schmelzinger and Olivia Taylor. With 6 points, we have Paige Gertner, Meg Wortham, Rachel Folda, and myself with 8. And an incredible amount of people already at Success Club 2 with one life being changed. So this week of Super Saturday, I talked about how for a long time in my business, I really focused on the frilly things. And what I mean by that was like I focused on just hitting Success Club, or I focused on just hitting Diamond. And I made those my goals every month. And I said, I'm going to hit Success Club. I'm going to hit Diamond. But because they were just like average goals, Success Club 5 was just 3 people. Or like setting goals that were just kind of like basic, like things that anybody really could do. I would get there and then I would just I would just like hold still. I would get to Success Club 5 and I just kind of like, you know, settle until the next goal happened the next month. So my challenge for you guys this month is to just like piece out that average mindset of like being that person who's just okay with Success Club 5 or okay just hitting the minimum. And every single one of us should and very well will hit Success Club 5 this month because of the promotions, like this is the biggest month ever for us to go sell challenge packs because they're only $140, which is a freaking steal, which we'll get to in just a second. But don't be okay just getting a Success Club 5. Don't be okay with just hitting Success Club 5, guys, or helping 3 people change their life. I mean, Success Club 5 is representative of you helping 3 people get started on a fitness and nutrition program that you know could change their lives. But what if you could get to Success Club 10 and help 6 people and have your commission go from $150 to $300, or go help 10 or 15 people? You know that you can help one person. That's an indication that you can help 15 people. And I mean that. There's no reason that some people could be all the way over here already changing 3 lives, and some people are just kind of holding still. Only set that goal as Success Club 5. So definitely set it higher this month. And that comes from a place of somebody who was that person who just set that minimum because it was average, because it was enough for me. Set a new standard for yourself, okay? I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm trying to kick this, baby. So we still have peppermint mocha to order. If you guys have not already ordered your peppermint mocha, make sure that you do get it. Even if you're like, oh, I'm not a peppermint mocha girl, get your hands on it for your business. We get it for $56, which is an absolute steal. You can make it a ton of different ways. You can sell it until it sells out. And also next year, you can keep some so that your launch next year is even better. But your coaches are only going to order if you do, or your customers are only going to see the value in it if you drink it. So definitely get your hands on that. And this comparison is just absolutely insane. I was watching one of my coach, Lou, on her Instagram story today, and she was talking about a creamer, how, the creamer has 2 grams of sugar in it, and, she would like for it to have 0 grams of sugar in it. And it hit me that, oh my God, Starbucks peppermint mocha has 54 grams of mother effing sugar in it. And people pick this up mindlessly. People pick this up mindlessly, and they also go to Starbucks and they spend $5 on it mindlessly because it's $5 one day, $5 the next day, and it adds up quickly. But the way our brains work, that it's sporadic, right? But 54 grams of sugar is a lot of effing sugar. And the fact that Shakeology has 7 grams of sugar, which mostly come from natural sugars, is just mind-blowing, and they taste exactly the same. Add some cocoa whip to it and a little bit of, whatever you want to add to it, some peppermint mocha chips. But this is just, it's incredible. I can't wait to get it in and drink it and make all the different flavors with it. Okay, so something special that we're going to do. So for those of you who don't know this, some of you do know this, this coming weekend, I am hosting all of the 15 girls who got Team Elevate to Superstar Diamond. There were a couple more, but some of them couldn't make it. But 15 of the girls are coming to my house, and I'm hosting them for the entire weekend, which is super exciting. So what I was thinking about, so that you guys don't have too much FOMO, I can't promise that you're not going to have any FOMO, but to include you guys in a little bit, we are going to actually host. We're going to wake up early on Saturday. Surprise, girls, I haven't told you this. We're going to wake up kind of early on Saturday, and we're going to host a coffee chat for you guys live from my house. And that'll just be from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and it'll just be a power hour. Where we're kind of working together, we're chatting, but it'll also be an opportunity for us to get some work done that morning, which I know that a lot of you guys like to start your Saturdays doing that as well. So that'll be a nice way for you guys to kind of be included in it that morning. And we won't lose out on the coffee chat that we normally do on Saturdays anyway. So definitely tune in 8 a.m. Eastern time. It'll be 5 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're really committed, you could do that if you're on Pacific time. Okay, so like I said, $20 off all challenge packs in November. Guys, you should be so freaking excited about this. Number one, $160 for this challenge pack is way too cheap. And when they came, fun fact, for those of you who don't know this, when they came out with this challenge pack, when Beachbody On Demand was just launched, they came out with this challenge pack and it was $199. This was $199 back in January of 2017 when it was first launched. And even that was oh my God, that's a steal, because we had just gotten off of this stage of paying $160 for one DVD. I really want you guys to pay attention to this, because I feel maybe I think this is such a steal because of what I came from. So I want you to just understand how big of a steal this is. When I was a brand new coach, I paid for one 21-day fix DVD, one bag of Shakeology in containers for $160. Okay? So that one DVD, I replayed 7 times that year because I didn't want to invest in another DVD. Okay? So I paid $160 and I kept up in my Shakeology. They're getting... So when they first launched Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, it was $199, which was a steal. We went from getting just a DVD in Shakeology for $160 to now getting access to every single workout and Shakeology for $199. That was an incredible steal, right? $200 for a full year of workouts in your first 30 days of literally the healthiest thing you can get your hands on. Steal. Then one month they were let's see what we can do if we cut it down from $199 to $160. It was holiday season. They cut it down from $199 to $160. And then they kept it there, and they kept it there, and people went nuts. $160. I go to Target and I aimlessly spend $160 on bullshit things, 3 pairs of pajamas, a couple headbands, shampoo that I didn't need, a blender brush that I didn't need, right? That's just mindless things. And I would spend that money for $160 when $160, they're getting a full year of workouts. I'm getting so fired up about this because it's such a steal. A full year of workouts, 1 full bag of Shakeology. In addition to the workouts on demand, guys, They have access to so many things. They have the nutrition, they have Fixate, they have endless nutrition guides, they have every single workout program, a maternity program, they have a yoga program, they have all of the programs, and they have you in your boot camps. That's a steal. People paid $225 to go to my brother's CrossFit gym every month. They're getting $160 for a year. Now, Beachbody decided to bump it down to $140. You need to go into every invite knowing that they are basically robbing you in a good way. They are getting everything that they need for such a fraction of what this is actually worth. Shakeology alone is $120. Shakeology alone is $120. Now they're getting, for $20 extra, they're getting Beachbody On Demand and you as their coach. Boom. Steal. So upgrade if they want to do Morning Meltdown. I'm mostly just selling this right now to my people because I'm not really like pushing Morning Meltdown anymore, and I'm not really pushing 6 weeks of the work just yet. So I'm really talking about this mostly right now. You can do whatever you want, but for me, I'm starting Transform 20 next Monday. So for me, pushing both of these programs, unless they're really specific about starting the 100-day program I just ended or starting the 6-week program, this is probably what I'll get them started on because they will have Morning Meltdown and they'll have Transform 20. So if people are interested in starting the 100-day program that I just ended, I'd definitely get them started with that because $20 extra, they get the B100 book, they get the calendar, they get the nutrition materials, and all of that fun stuff. Now, if they are interested in 6 weeks of the work, remember they do have to order this to get the upgrade. But right now, for those of you who missed the team call a couple weeks ago, it's a really good idea for you to know what program you're doing next. So I'm ending Morning Meltdown on Thursday, and then I have the retreat, and then Monday I start Transform 20. So I'm doing Transform 20 from Monday to the end of the year, and then the beginning of January I'm starting 4 weeks of the prep and 6 weeks of the work. So that's when I'm going to be heavy talking about getting people into that program where I'll be selling that. But right now for me, $140 is just a steal for people to come in and get on track, maybe start Transform 20 with me, maybe want to do 21-day fix going into Thanksgiving, and they get their Shakeology. So this is the one I'm going to be talking about mostly. So if you haven't seen and a lot of you guys have actually been doing it. Yesterday on my Instagram story, I just went on and I just told them. I straight up told them it's $140, which is a freaking steal for what they get. And I had them drop their email or answer the poll if they're interested, and I'll break that down in just a second for you guys. We'll talk about that in a second. So tonight I want to talk about changing lives. I feel like in every season of our business, this is something that we have to newly talk about because it is something that is always evolving and changing, especially with the new programs, the different promotional prices and stuff like that. So basically I want to take you guys, and this probably will not take much time at all. It's going to be super quick. I want to take you guys through the 3 different ways that I invite based off of my story, based off of a post, and based off of people dropping their poll or dropping their email. I want to talk to you guys about how I conversate, how I answer somebody's poll, and then how I talk about the different options and then getting them set up with ShareAcart. Okay, so super duper simple. We're going to talk about these 4 things. We're going to talk about sharing your journey. We're going to talk about inviting them to join you on your journey, talking to them about the journey, and getting them started. So I'm not even going to share my screen anymore. And I just want to touch on the fact that nobody's going to want to join you if you don't want to join you. If you aren't showing up and being proof of the product, guys, nobody's going to join you. I do want to give a really big shout out to those of you guys who crushed Morning Meltdown. I just had this feeling in my heart yesterday when so many of you guys were tagging me in photos, and a lot of you guys were today, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be continuing the next couple of days. But make sure you tag me in those because I get so excited. What do I always say? You can't trust the message unless you can trust the messenger. And you have to feel that on our social media. Oh my God, you guys can see those presents on the floor. I just moved it up. I didn't know you guys could see that low. Let me move my chair up. So figuring that out on your social media, what is it, can they look at you and say, this girl is all in on her health and fitness journey? Or are they looking at you like, she's posting the same before and after photos, or this girl's like always not eating very well, or she talks about it, but she's really not doing it. But then you're sending them the invite. You really have to focus on where you want your work to be. And what I mean by that is, I have a lot of coaches who are like, I sent 200 invites, woohoo! I'm like, okay, that's awesome. But like, do they understand what the invite even means? Like, if you're going to send them an invite, if they are interested, more than likely they're going to go to your Instagram and they're going to have to build trust with you, right? If it's the first time they've ever heard from you, they're going to have to go to your Instagram and see that you're the real deal. And if you're not, they're not going to trust you. They're going to be like, well, what does this girl have to offer? And that can be just as little as like little tiny transformations, or showing up on your Instagram and being proof that these products really do work, or showing up on your Instagram and being a ray of light. The physical transformation isn't the only thing, but like showing up and like having fun doing your workout, showing up and sharing things about your nutrition, enjoying the journey with your nutrition, not just showing up and sending invites because you have to, but showing up and sending invites because you know on the other side of that invite, you have the ability to change their lives. Do you guys understand that? Like, once that clicks for you and you're like, I'm going to send this invite because truly this girl does deserve to change her life, and I know that I have the tools to get her there. Once that clicks for you, everything changes. But she's not going to trust you. She's not going to trust the message if she can't trust you, right? She's not going to be able to say, this girl has my back, if you don't even have your own back. And that's evident on social media, 100%. So just consistently asking yourself, like, do I have my own back? Like, am I really showing up to myself? Am I really showing up and like getting the best results ever, even through the holidays? You know, figuring out what program you're doing and going all freaking in on that program, crushing your workouts every single day. Like, that shines through on your social media. And so when you are your best self in your workouts, your social media should just kind of be an organic thing. When you're doing personal development, it's kind of easy to build posts. Would you guys agree? Those of you who like are consistently like showing up and having your own back, like, when you're doing personal development and you're like listening to things that raise you up and help you grow, building content just comes easy. Like, I'm reading 10X Rule, and because I'm reading that, I'm always able to give you guys things. Like, it's always like I'm taking from Grant, so I have more to give you guys. Or when I'm like listening to a Rachel Hollis video, I'm always taking things from my life, so I have the ability to pour it into my social media. Or things from her, you know, her relationship, and I have the ability to shine it into Tyler. Like, little things like that. Or like, it's so silly, but like going and watching a makeup tutorial and like being able to apply that to my makeup, and like little things. Whenever you're adding to yourself, you're able to give in other areas. So when you guys, what did she say? I started writing my posts in the morning. Yeah, I did too, Maddie. Like, sitting down when, like, before you check your Instagram and writing out a post that you feel that day. And so something that I want to touch on about posts, and I think that, and I really talked about this the other day on our Instagram, or on our other team call, about how, you know, the majority of your behavior, the majority of where you should live is on your Instagram stories. Of course, that should be like your daily life, everyday life, not just your workouts, not just your nutrition, but your daily life. And then your post should be where you're really showing up and giving people a taste of what you do. So I hear from a lot of coaches that are like, well, I don't want to talk about coaching all the time on my posts. And I agree. You shouldn't be talking about it all the time. But your posts are an opportunity for you to talk about coaching. You're not talking about it all the time on your stories, but you can be talking about it more often on your posts. So like on my Instagram, probably 1 out of 3 posts in every line is a post about being a coach, or is a post about being in a healthy lifestyle, or traveling, or doing something along the lines of coaching. Now, it's not, woe is me, look at me, I've built an incredible business, or hi, I can buy toilet paper because I started this business. It's just like little things, like speaking to my avatar in terms of coaching, or just kind of showing up and like narrating the coaching life. And so definitely be talking about those things, but definitely be living on your Instagram stories, okay? Living on your Instagram stories, not in terms of like while you're at work, but just like showing up on them, like picking up your phone and sharing your things, picking up your phone and sharing the humor, sharing your relationships, sharing your day-to-day life, what's going on at night, what goes on in the morning, how's work going, just all of the things, because the reason people love tuning into the Kardashians is because it's entertainment and they want a sneak peek into another person's life. So give them that. So much more than workouts, so much more than nutrition. Give them a piece of your life so that when you do post about the workouts and nutrition, it's a piece of your life that they're in tune with, okay? So that when they are ready, they don't sign up at Planet Fitness, they sign up with you, the girl on Instagram, who they are totally in tune with, okay? So now I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna talk about how to react once we start building the relationship, once we start posting those things and people are starting to see us, they're starting to build trust with us. So I'm going to talk about inviting from the story, from your story, inviting from a post, inviting from an email drop, chatting details, chatting prices, and then share a cart sent. So the first one, this is a simple one. And this is one that every single one of you guys should be doing. If you are not, you should all be growing your Instagram every single day. I'm going to say it again. Growing your Instagram every single day. For me, I actually thoroughly enjoy this because it's a time for me to actually scroll my popular page. I love nothing more than going to my popular page and like seeing all the makeup tutorials, seeing all the fashion girls, and I go to their posts and I get to actually see what they're posting. And then I just follow a ton of people that are following them. I'll go to one girl who has a really cute outfit, follow maybe like 15 of her girls. I'll go back to my popular page, watch a cool tutorial, go to the people who comment on the tutorial, like, go back to the popular page, find somebody who is posing with their dog in their cute kitchen. Look at the people who like their post, follow. So it's an opportunity for me to really expand on my market and like really look at those people that I enjoy looking at, like the fashion girls and the makeup girls and the dog lovers. But then I just follow those girls based on our similar interests. And I'm growing my Instagram every single day, never fails. And I'm doing this while I'm scrolling. I'm aimlessly scrolling, but I'm utilizing it in a way to grow my business. This is something that I've been doing every single freaking day. So doing that every day, and then once you start building traction from people who are following you back and watching your stories, start inviting them. So for me, a simple invite could just be something like, hey, Ash, I don't know if you had a chance to check out what's going on over here in November or not. So this could be like after I talked about the discount in November. But I was just chatting about getting a handful of girls started through the holidays on their health and fitness journey. The more accountability, the merrier. Is this something you'd want me to break down to you in a little bit more detail? If not, totally cool. I hope you're having an awesome week. So just nonchalant, if she's watching my story, hopefully she heard about the deal. If she's interested in the deal, I'll break it down to her. If she's not interested in the deal, totally cool. Still love your support. Boom. Done. So this is just super simple. This is an invite that I've been sending for like years now, ever since Instagram stories came out, but I can send them an invite if they're watching me. And I find that if they are watching you, they're going to be more likely to keep watching you once you send them an invite, and you just got to follow through with that. If they say no, or if they ignore you, follow through with it. Show up through November, get your girl started through November, and like really prove that you are getting a group started. Okay, so that's invite off of your story. So this is one thing that I do, always invite off of my story, and then invite from a post. So you should be creating posts on your Instagram feed, right? Whether it's a coaching post, or whether it's a post of you just with your dog, or whether it's a transformation post, whatever it is, guys, you should be posting about an array of things. But you can always invite people based off of any post. So like I posted a post of me and Tyler today, and it got a lot of interaction. So I might send them a message based on them liking my post, and then I'd shoot them a little bit of an invite at the end. Something like, hey, Ash, thanks for the love of my post yesterday. You're the sweetest. What would you think about giving our 30-minute workouts a shot? I'd also align you to a nutrition plan that is realistic through the holidays. If so, give me the green light and I'll break it down. If not, still, thank you for the love. I hope you have a great night. So that's a little bit direct. That might be something based off of like a nutrition post, or if I did a transformation post, that would be a perfect invite. If I did an invite based like off of the post of me and Tyler today, I could, maybe add in here, Hey, thanks so much for the love on my relationship post yesterday. I wanted to pop in and actually ask you, what would you think about giving our 30-minute workouts a shot? Just an opportunity to get into their inbox, say thank you, but also send them an invite. And one thing that I want to remind you guys of is that you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You just being a decent human being and sending an invite, knowing in your heart that you do have the opportunity and you have the tools to change people's lives, that's enough. And they're either going to feel it from you or they're not. But you sending the invite is going to share the message and they're going to watch you closer. So that's something that I would do from my post. So inviting from your stories, always consistently, inviting from people who watch, who are liking your posts. And remember, guys, people watching your stories aren't going to increase unless you're out following people, right? If you're not out following people and growing relationships consistently, you're not going to get as many story likes. The goal here is not for more followers. The goal here is for more real people, real valuable people who are watching your story that you can change their life, right? So that's why going out and finding those people is so important. So inviting from stories, inviting from posts. And then the last thing that I do is when I do a public invite on my Instagram talking about, like yesterday, I talked about how it's $140 and I was super excited and I wanted to pay that forward to them. And I collected, and I just had them vote on my polls. I said, are you interested? Vote on my polls. And so I just wrote this message to them for anybody who said yes. I said, hey, Ash, I saw your vote on my poll just now. I'm so eager to get you rocking and rolling. First thing I need to dive in is just your email and which flavor Shakeology you'd like to go with. My favorite is chocolate, but we have vanilla, cafe latte, and strawberry. And while I set up your cart, I'd love to hear about what you're looking to accomplish, where you are on your journey and your path with health and fitness. So on my Instagram story, I talked about price. I talk about what they get. So if they clicked yes, they're basically ready to order. I just need their email and their Shakeology. This for me has been working awesome. That's how I changed 4 lives in the last couple of days, because I just communicated. I think that in this business, and I was talking to one of my coaches today about communication and just how important it is. And I think so many people have this misconstrued idea that what we're offering them is so fluffy. If we would just tell them, like coming out on your social media and actually talking about what they get to order. Don't wait, don't have somebody comment and be like, okay, what is this? Can you tell me the price? Straight up tell them the price of it. $140. If you feel in your core that it's a freaking steal, talk about it as if it's a steal, because it is. Talk about it on your story, collect the emails, collect the people who are interested in joining, and then sending them an invite or an email like this or a message like this has been working really well for me. And I will post these in Team Elevate for you to copy if you like them and just personalize them to yourself. But talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Communicate is like the biggest piece of this business that so many people get wrong. They think I'm going to be a Beachbody coach. I'm going to be so vague about everything, so that way people don't know I'm a Beachbody coach, and I'll just be enough of a Beachbody coach where people like me, but then they get nobody interested because they're not actually talking about the beauty and what we have to offer. So definitely talk about it, and talk about it loud and proud, because you guys have the tools to change people's lives. Okay, so once I have somebody who's interested in hearing more details, I'll say something like, okay, cool. I got started when I was teaching and going to grad school. It was my saving grace to keep me focused on me, but without a commute or an unrealistic way of life. So we would start there. As your coach, my main goal is to help you grow a routine around health and wellness. Fit a health and fitness. Oh my God, I can't talk. Fit health and fitness in your life because you can, not because you have to. To start, what makes you excited to change, if anything? Or what would get you out of bed in the morning? So this would basically, chatting details would be from an invite of something off of my story where I ask them, is this something you'd be down to hear more info about, from just sending the initial invite from my story or the invite based off of my post. If they are interested in learning more about it, I would say something like this. I really like to tell them and kind of just lay that foundation for them that I was once in their, where they are, just by saying, I was a teacher. So to get you started, you'll have a daily workout plan and a nutrition plan. Oops, I'm not on the right one. I got started when I was teaching and going to grad school, and it was my saving grace to keep me focused on me, but without a commute or an unrealistic way of life. So by saying that, I'm really hoping to relate to them, because a lot of my target market are super busy. And so I really hope that it does just allow them, wow, if she did, I can too. If this is my coach, and the next paragraph I say, so we would start there, as your coach, my main goal is to help you grow a routine around health and wellness. And I really hope she just feels like I have her back in that second statement. And then the last one, I asked her a question. Before I break down price, I asked her a question to start. What makes you excited to change, if anything? If you can get them talking about what they want to change, you've now got that in your back pocket, and you can always use that to follow up. I also hope that you guys are paying attention, because I'm giving you away my secrets right now. So ask them what they want to change, because when they tell you what they want to change, you have it in your back pocket to always follow up with. If Becky wants to get ready for a wedding, but she ghosts you 2 weeks from now, guess what you can do? Ask Becky how she's getting ready for her wedding, right? If Becky wants to just feel better and not feel so exhausted when she walks up the stairs, guess what you can do in 2 weeks from now? Follow up with her. The beauty of the new Instagram, if you guys haven't downloaded or like updated your Instagram, I freaking love this. We have the primary and the general like folders in Instagram now. And so general's totally cleared out, which I'm so excited about. So anybody that I invite and they're interested, I move them over to general. Anybody who drops their email and they're interested, I move them over to general. Now, general is basically just business. Primary is like all my girls who are telling me they love my sweatshirt, asking me questions left and right. General is like my business follow-ups, which I freaking adore about Instagram right now. It's making my life so much easier. So whenever I have somebody who I invite and they want more info, you just click that little explanation point or whatever. It's like an info button in the right-hand corner, and you click move to general. And now in your general folder, you'll have everybody you can follow up with. Just stay on top of that and also move them into your Google Streak. But anybody who, ends up not being interested, keep them in there and follow up with them. That way, on Sundays or on Fridays, whatever your heavy follow-up day is, you can go through there and just follow up like a mad woman. When you have a sale like this, go in there and follow up like a mad woman. When it's January 1st, go in there and follow up like a mad woman for those people who did not order. But just ask them. So if they're interested in more information, I'm just going to read this to you guys one more time, because I really think that it's really crucial to do these 3 things. First paragraph, relate to them. Second paragraph, show them you've got their back. And third paragraph, ask them a question. So this is how I respond. Okay, cool. I got started when I was teaching and going to grad school. It was my saving grace to keep me focused on me, but without a commute or an unrealistic way of life. Just related to them. So we would start there. As your coach, my main goal is to help you grow a routine around health and wellness. Fit health and fitness into your life because you can, not because you have to. It's basically proving like I've got your back. All of the past things that haven't worked, let's actually focus on health now. That's my main goal as your coach. Third, to start, what makes you excited to change, if anything, or what would get you out of bed in the morning? I have a typo. What would get you out of bed in the morning? So that gives them an opportunity to answer without having to talk about price or anything like that. They're basically spewing out why they need change so much that you're going to give them the price and they're going to be like still caught up on why they need change, right? Okay, so you respond. Maybe Becky tells you she has a wedding coming up, or she gets breathless walking up the stairs, or she really just loves the way you show up on social media and she just wants to feel incredible. You're going to answer her and you're going to be you. You're going to give her, you're going to be compassionate. You're going to share love with her. You're going to tell her how much she deserves it. And then you're going to break down price. I always say something like this. So to get started, we will align you to a daily workout plan as well as a nutrition plan. You have 2 options to get started with. Mind you, this is just like the basic option. Option 1, Beachbody On Demand for the entire year, access to all of our workouts and nutrition planning on our on-demand platform. Your first month of Superfood Shakeology. In Shakeology, you'll find pre- and probiotics, digestive enzymes, adaptogens, gut health agents, etc. Me as your coach and our ongoing group for accountability, all for $160. I'd say normally, but right now it's $140. Option 2 is all of those things above, but adding in a tub of pre-workout, the yellow stuff I'm always drinking, and protein recovery for after your workout. And that's 220 normally, but right now it's 200. Which one sounds more doable for you? So you could just simply say this. You could just simply tell her option 1. But what happens to the human brain is that we hear one option, and if the first option sounds like too much money, we go red flag, too much money, can't afford that. But if you break it down in 2 options, and the first option is $60 more, what's going to sound more doable? Red flag is going to go off on the first option, but then they're going to be like, oh, well, I can afford the first option. Let's go with that one. And either way, you're winning, right? Boom. You just helped somebody change their life. So if they tell you, you know what, number 1 could totally work, let's do it, you move on. Or maybe they say, number 1 sounds incredible. Can I get back to you on Friday? Hells yeah. You take their name, you put them in your Google Streak, you put them in your calendar, and you follow up with them on Friday whenever they were ready, right? And so if somebody's ready, I say this. Okay, here's your cart, girlfriend. All you have to do on your end is click it and finish up. P.S. I added in a lemon energize. Feel free to take it out, but it's a must-have in my routine to get me out of bed in the morning, so I figured I would show you the option. And then normally I say in here, let me know when you're done so we can dive in. And so the reason that I like to add something, and it's not always lemon energize, normally I do add in a lemon energize to their cart, or like a collagen to their cart, or beach bars or something, anything like I'm really talking about or hyping up, I add it into their cart because it's so easy for them to take out. But I would say probably 70% of them do not ever take out Energize. If they are somebody who wants to go with the first option, $140, and I add in the $36 Energize, they don't take it out because they see me drink it every single day. They watch you drink Energize every single day. And so when they see it in their cart, them telling you they want it and them seeing it in their cart are 2 totally different things. So let them see it in their cart. And if not, they can just take it out of their cart, right? And so that's just an opportunity for them to get hooked on products we know and love. And they're more likely to become a coach if they do have skin in the game and do fall in love with more programs and products. And we all know how great Energize is. So people like that quick fix thing. Energize is a quick fix. Unfortunately, Shakeology is not, but Energize is one of those things where it gives them like a quick result. So they really like that. But that's my simple system. Like these are my scripts that I use every single day. So the main things every single day that I do. Number 1, grow my Instagram like a mother effer. Grow my Instagram like a mother effer, become very intentional what I'm posting. Not only becoming intentional with what I'm posting, guys, but also really thinking about what your market wants to see in terms of photos. You should not be posting 3 photos every single day. So actually take time to plan your content. Take time to plan what photos you're going to post and in what order. Taking time to find a filter that looks good on top of your photos, right? If you go to somebody's Instagram, like whenever I go to a blogger's Instagram, I'm drawn in by the colors and the fluidity. That's just me. I'm drawn in by basically their responsibility for how they've taken care of their business. I think that when I go to somebody's Instagram or coach's Instagram and they just look put together, I'm like, wow, this girl really does care about her business. She really is growing a business. And so I urge you, if you do not take more time planning your posts, creating filters like presets for your posts and actually seeing how they look together, I urge you to take more time doing that. I get more engagement when my feed looks better. I get more engagement when my photo looks better. And maybe that means going and finding a new preset. I just actually found a brand new preset on YouTube and it was free. It was like this blogger girl who shared her preset and she just like walked me through how to do it on Lightroom. Going and actually finding one that you love, going on Etsy and finding a cheap one that works, or going on Pinterest and finding a cheap one. But finding something that you actually want to look at and then creating photos. get outside and take photos. Stop taking a photo in the same dang room, on that same dang wall that you've always taken photos on. Get outside. Have your partner take some photos of you, or meet up with a local coach and go take some photos, or just pose on a different wall. Buy a selfie light. Just like it's about taking responsibility for your business and truly treating it like a business. So being intentional with my posts, creating content that rocks, that my target market wants to see, is number one. Number two, growing my following every single day, but having fun with it. It's an opportunity for me to go on the popular page and actually look at the things I want to see. Go see the home decor. Go see the girls, the fashion bloggers, the girls doing makeup tutorials, and then just follow a ton of people that they're following, right? If I like them, other people that like them, I'm sure they will like me, right? It's a love triangle. So focusing on my content, growing my Instagram, inviting based on my story and based on my posts, and then being organized with what's coming in on my inbox. People who are responding, I'm either moving them to the general folder, keeping them in primary, and then moving those people to streak and knowing who to follow up with consistently. Any questions? Yeah, Julia, that's totally something you could do too. I did that for a long time. When people want more info, send them an email PDF that breaks down package options. I did that for a very long time. I think that I was just too lazy to do it with a discount, so I just kind of stuck to wording it on Instagram. But it's worked for me, and yeah, that's what I've done. Really nothing, Hannah. It's like, what's the difference between general and flag? So flagging them, it would take you to another folder. My flagging is just like so unorganized right now. So I just figured going and doing the general folder will keep them all in one place that I can just click back and forth from. Karen, you have to have the updated version of Instagram in order to have the general flag primary. So just go into your app store. Oh yeah, you probably do have to have a business account. Yeah, you probably do have to have a business account. Okay, I like this question. I think someone asked earlier, but do you ever offer discount option from the get-go? Personally, I don't. But if you are somebody who is looking to rank your business advance, there is no hurting in helping people get signed up as a discount coach. Now, when you go, I'm going to share my screen with you guys again. And if you were to send this email or this message to them, hold on. Which one am I looking for? Where's the share cart snap one? Hold, please. I gotta go through them all. Okay, so, I missed one of them. So what you'd have to say is like, so to get you started, I just need your email, and I also need which flavor Shakeology you want. Chocolate's my favorite, but we also have vanilla, cafe latte, and strawberry. And also I just have to ask, are you interested in signing up as a discount coach? It's just basically somebody who gets 25% off products, but you'll be treated as a customer like everybody else. A lot of my girls do this just to save money every month. Boom. They either say yes to save money or they don't, and it's their choice. But definitely ask. If you're somebody trying to move your business to Emerald, trying to move your business to Diamond, or if you're struggling to maintain your Diamond rank, definitely ask them, okay? Just ask, communicate, right? That's that layer that I said that so many people don't do, is they just don't ask, or they just don't tell. Ask and talk and tell about everything, okay? Okay, perfect. Hannah, what did Hannah say? I've only been inviting this month to coaching, and most of the time they say no, and I get them started with workouts, kind of reverse psychology. I love that. I know we were talking about that the other day. He kind of like cast your stick long and far, and if you miss, at least you hit something, right? And so Hannah said she's really inviting to coaching a lot, inviting to join maybe her team or whatever. And if they say no to that, they oftentimes say, well, I would, I'm not interested in doing that just yet, but I am interested in joining your boot camps. And so it's like, you're winning in either scenario. I love that. Maybe that's something you could talk more about on the coffee chat on Saturday. Oh, Michelle, that's a good idea. This is something I'll have her talk about on the coffee chat too, but we're going to pop off in just a second. Both of you guys remember this because we're going to talk about it on Saturday. Michelle said that if they say no to joining, or if they say no to being a coach or no to a challenge pack, she always gives something. So she's like, all right, girl, totally understand. I hope you have an awesome day. But if you are interested, here's the free link to Morning Meltdown. You literally can just click it and you can do the workout right there. And I think you'd really love it. Boom. And then you can add them to your general folder and you can follow up with them and ask them if they tried it. Oh, so good. Michelle, separate yourself from being a good coach to a great coach. Yeah, that's absolutely a great coach quality. Nikki asked, for smaller IGs, do you think we should be wary of following like crazy? Because it can make following so much higher. You just got to be conscious about that. You should be going in every single week. Like I suggest following Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, taking Friday, Saturday off of following because a lot of people aren't on their social medias a ton Friday, Saturday. Taking off from following. And then on Sunday, going through and unfollowing people. Just like going through and unfollowing people that you're following on your social media. Now, there's no fluid way to know who did follow you back or who didn't follow you back, but going through and just unfollowing anyway. But if somebody does come to your social media and they do see you're following like 10,000 people and you only have 300 followers, that's going to look a little funky. So I know I had to really get down with that. I had to sit down on my couch and really unfollow a lot of people, but that's just a part of it. It's a part of your business. I mean, there's a part of everything in any job, right? And that's just a piece of growing your social media. Yeah, but like Hannah said, don't unfollow too many people at once because you'll go into Instagram jail. So maybe like on commercials, like if you're watching The Bachelor or something, or like a football game, just like go and unfollow with a couple people at a time, just becoming intentional about doing that. Or maybe when you're going potty, like do it really super quick. But yeah, that's a part of your business. Okay, Kate said don't do more than 40. All right. Yeah, there are definitely some things that all of us could be more intentional about. Growing our social medias is one of them for sure. All right, girls. So what I think is going to happen on our coffee chat on Saturday is that we're going to bring our best social media tips to you guys, just hearing from Hannah and Michelle, who will both be with me this weekend. I think maybe Saturday we'll start our call with some more social media tips, not from me, but from them. And I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your night. I am going to go take some cough medicine and go to bed, but I love you. Recording will be up tomorrow. Good night.